Okay, if you suffer with plantar fasciitis, it can be one of the hardest things to get rid of. One of the reasons it may not be gotten rid of, though, is people keep focusing on the leg that's got the plantar fasciitis in it. And they're not going over to the other side, or I'm going to show you that actually going up into the mid-trunk, all right, in the ribs will be one of the biggest reasons or the biggest ways to get rid of it. Hi, I'm Tom Dalonzo-Baker. I'm a physical therapist from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I had this aha moment in 2001 that led me to discover and keep refining what's called total motion release, right? And with it came a process that I could turn over to you. So I like to jump right in and I like to treat. I usually like to start with a one-step quick fix, and then I go to another area of the body to show you that, hey, how many of you believe the whole body's connected? We all do, right? So let's start treating like it is and start doing other areas. And we use the motions that feel good to fix the motions that feel bad. Okay, so let's just say you have right-sided plantar fasciitis. Come up on a step. Maybe you won't even need a step. Maybe you can step on the ground and go, just heel raise. Raise your heel off the ground and you go, oh yeah, that really hurts. And if the other side feels fine, all you're going to do is you're going to do a bunch to that side, on the good side. Now, what we like to do is we like to score the bad side. So let's just say you go to get up or you're on a step and it bugs, oh yeah, or hanging down really bugs you. You're going to call it a low score is a 10, 20, 30. A medium score is a 40, 50, 60. A high score, 70, 80, 90, and 100. The higher the number, the worse it is. All right, so we want to give a score to the yucky and just give it a score, because that score just is a starting point for us. So don't overthink it, right? But we are always looking for a motion that gives us a yucky side, a hard, restricted, maybe it's painful, ow, and maybe this side goes just fine. All right, and then what we do is, let's say I call that a 70. I'm going to write down a 70 on a paper, and I'm going to now exercise to the good. Right? And I'm just going to do reps on the good side. And we're going to see what happens. I usually say with, this is a heavy one because it's your whole body weight with one leg. So if you can get 10, 12, 15, 20, all right, that's awesome. I'm not trying to kill you with it. I'm not trying to make it massively sore or anything like that. Just do as many as you can, all right? Or until you go, yeah, that's a good amount. Really get into it on the good side. You're going to come down and you're going to rest. All right, how long do you rest for? Until you're ready to do another set. Some people only rest 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Some people have to need a minute. I don't know how conditioned or deconditioned you are. So just do what feels good to you. And then come up and do another set. Okay, now I'm holding on to the railing more than what you're able to hold on if you need to. Do this on a stair. If you don't need the step and just raising up bugs you from the floor, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do 2 sets. All right, now, after I've done my 2 sets, and again, I did an abbreviated version for the video, so if you're counting, all right, don't worry about it. You keep doing the same amount if you can. If the first set you got 15, but you only get 12 the next one, that's fine. Again, I'm trying to keep the motion smooth. So if it gets really hard as you do it, then, go ahead and stop. All right. And then we're going to come over here and go, wait a second, the speed's better. The quality of motion's better. It hurts less. So let's say I went from a 70 to a 40. Easy enough. That's working. What are we going to do? Another 2 sets on the good side. After you do those 2 sets, come back to the bad side, retest it again. Maybe it goes from a 40 to a 20. It worked. Do it again. All right? And keep doing it until either one of 2 things happen. You get to 5 or less, which means, hey, that's an awesome for your session. You get 50% better. Typically, our people will get 50% better just by doing 1 session of what I'm showing you. And but it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's 30%. Sometimes you guys plateau at 20% better or something, but majority of the time you'll see usually a pretty significant change. Okay, now let's just say you plateaued. You went from 70 to 40 to 20, and you did one more set of 2 sets of 20, and it stayed at a 20. Well, it's time to do something else. Now, This is the part that I have to teach you about with plantar fasciitis, which people do not often know about. So when you go, let's say you twist your ankle and you fall, notice the twisting is shooting an arc from there all the way up to the thoracic, all right, all the way up to the ribs. If you go and fall like this, same thing, there's a trajectory and an arch that goes to your chest or to your ribs. It's almost like when you're spraining your ankle, the ribs are trying so hard to prevent you from getting hurt, all right, that they are the ones that end up getting problematic. All right, so what I like to do is sorry for the noise, trunk motion, right? So what we can do is, I like to do two of them because, so when that trajectory when you're falling goes to the ribs, many times somebody will go to a chiropractor, they'll get adjustment in the ribs, they'll have plantar fascia issues, they'll get up after they've adjusted just their thoracic and their ribs, which is their middle spine, and they would walk just fine, or they're 70% better. One time I had a patient that said, Tom, why aren't you treating my feet? And I said, let me show you. And very quickly I adjusted their mid-back, had them get up and walk again. They go, oh my God, I'm like 70% better. From there, I go, wait a second, we're missing the thoracic, we're missing the middle trunk, and we need to do it to help you get even further improvement. Or this can be the one that you only do. You don't need to do that one-step quick fix. This could be your one-step quick fix. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist as far as you can. Now you can twist the other way. And let's say this one's stiffer. All right, it doesn't have to be painful or anything, but you say that's stiffer. And let's say I call that a 40. All I'm going to do is 2 sets of 20 over here. Get into end range. Let your head go where it wants to go. It doesn't have to turn with it. All right, just let it be. And do reps of 20. Really get into the end range. Now, a lot of people think because it's therapy you're doing, you just sit up straight. Get into the most comfortable position with the rotation. If one leg wants to be out as you do it, do it. Okay? So you're going to do 2 sets of 20 reps. Right? If you only get to 15, that's fine. Whatever you can get to, you're going to rest. Again, I abbreviated it for this. After you've rested for 15 to 20 to 30 to whatever amount of time you need, you're going to do another set of 20. Okay? When you get done with that set, all right, let's just say I've done 20 right now. I'm going to go recheck the left. Awesome. It feels good. The 40 went to maybe a 10. And now I'm going to go back to the bad side heel raise. And I'm going to go, whoa, that's so much better, hopefully. And if it worked, let's say I just only did this one as my one-step quick fix, and I go, wow, that's went from a 70 down to a 5 right away, maybe. I can't say it's always going to do that. I don't mean it like that. Or a 70 to a 50. Cool, do another one. These twisting is really easy, and just imagine you don't have to do as many. You don't have to do any calf raises if it helps. So go between doing the calf one on the heel one on the step. Next day, maybe later that day, try a trunk twist. See what it does to it. So if it worked, do another 2 sets of 20. Okay. Rest. Do another set of 20. And then recheck this side, and then recheck this step. Cool? That's as easy as it gets. What I just showed you is what we call it total motion release. All right, and it's what I say. I used to be a math teacher, and we're showing you single-digit addition. Well, and we got double-digit addition to do, and triple-digit, and subtraction, and multiplying, and dividing, and algebra, and geometry, and trigonometry, and calculus. I don't know how complex the restrictions are in your body that's causing your pain in your calf, all right, when you go to move it. But many of you, if you only had your plantar fascia for, 3 weeks, and you don't have anything else really going on in your body, this may be all you need to help yourself get better and stay better. If it's a chronic thing, or you've had it more than one time, you need to learn how to find more restrictions in your body, deeper restrictions in your body. And that's what our programs do. And you'll notice down below that there's two links. One is outsmartpain.com. That's for general public. If you're a clinician, go to totalmotionrelease.com and do that. So in 2001, I developed this for 4 years, only did it to my patients. They literally came in, they watched videos, and they fixed and treated themselves. And I was there to help them, give them little questions or answer questions for them. Now, after that, in 2005, I took it out to clinicians worldwide because after all the success I was having for the past 4 years, I wanted to give it to everybody else. So I don't care whether you're a clinician or whether you're a general public. It's the exact same training. You, as a general public, will become a mini therapist. You guys, as a clinician, will become experts you'll be better than 95% of clinicians, not only because you'll know how to use the entire body, right? Who'd have thought fixing a right calf problem or plantar fascia problem, all right? I say, sorry, it's not a calf problem. When you move, your ankle's not working, but a foot problem. And then all of a sudden, do use the opposite side or use the trunk, okay? There's other things you can use. And again, go to one of those links, and there's so many more videos, not just of plantar fasciitis, but other things, okay, that you can watch and get the hang of it. There's testimonials on there. There's reasons why it works. And I think that gives you a really good synopsis and an ability to try and experiment with this to see, hey, does treating the whole body onto what moves well versus what doesn't move well work better for your body? Cool? All right, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe and continue to watch more and more videos that I'll be sending out to you.